It went great. Okay, so now we're live. Happy New Year, everybody. I don't have any like whistles or anything, but so yes, we've been talking about how the weather here in Spain's a bit crazy. This is before Ken joined us. So it's really nice in the sun, but it's cold in the house, and that happens in Spain every year. It doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Yes, I'm freezing in the house, and in the sun outside it's beautiful. Like my clothes are drying in about an hour and a half, maybe, depending on what it is. So yes, so it's crazy weather these days, but it is beautiful outside, so I'm happy about that. And the sun is shining more or less right now. So welcome to January. What a crazy, I had a crazy December 31st. So I'm all partied out. I'm ready to relax and stay home and watch movies and not do anything and see people. So let's talk about what we did first, because here in Spain, what we do is it's a typical dinner, and then at midnight, just before they do the ding, 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 until 12, what they do is they do a countdown, and you eat 12 grapes to represent each month of the year. And if you can eat those 12 grapes, which I finally did this year, when you're supposed to, then they say that you're supposed to, have a good year or something. So I found out the trick. The trick is to eat one grape on this side and the next grape on this side, and then go back. So, hi Anna, we've started recording already. So nice to see you. There you are. We're starting out the class today about just about what we did for New Year's Eve. So if you want to share, you can. I was just sharing some Spanish traditions that we did. We ate 12 grapes for each month of the year. And you're also supposed to wear red underwear to bring in the year with good luck. I don't know. So my husband and I did that as well. So hopefully we'll have a really good year. And then, of course, you go out with your friends and things like that. So, champagne, things like that. So, very good. Elle, being in the United States, what did you do?
You mean New Year or Christmas? Because I didn't do anything on New Year, but I did something on Christmas. My niece came through from New York to stay with me because my husband, he was working in California right now, and I was alone on Christmas, and my niece flew from New York to stay with me. So we went to the outlet. Wow, so crowded.
Traffic around this time of year,
yeah, traffic so bad. Yeah, everywhere. So, but we like because everything was on discount. So we enjoy shopping a lot. One time a year.
Of course, yes. Every time I go to the States, we always go shopping for like the whole year. So.
Yeah, the outlet. Yeah. I love the outlet.
Actually, I got this. This is from Colombia. This is from the States from my last trip home. So yes, it was on discount as well.
I got Adidas, the running shoes from 50 something to 18. I got 18. Yes, so happy.
I love it.
I love it. Okay.
No, that's great. So you didn't celebrate anything on the 31st?
No, because I was here by myself. I didn't do it. My husband's still in California. My niece left on 26.
Okay.
Basically, I was alone. I didn't do anything. Just eat, sleep, walking.
Hey, that's what you have to do. Enjoy a little bit. So okay, good.
That's it.
Well, thank you. Ken, did you celebrate New Year's Eve?
Yeah, it's a kind of tradition here. New Year's Eve is not a celebration, but and kind of clean up the house is common. Clean up almost perfectly once in the year.
What?
So
Let's
yeah.
clean the house for the new year. Okay, so
that food, traditional food for that is soba noodle.
okay.
And then nowadays, a lot of kind of countdown party or countdown live are available. Some people go there. I used to go there, but now I don't like so much crowd actually. So I just stay at home and watching TV or watching internet broadcasting, the chat or yeah. And the New Year's Day I rest. But I took my aunt to shopping New Year's Eve. Yeah, she have to prepare for the New Year kind of traditional food or making such things. Yeah, and then she gave me some traditional food to me, and I ate it. And rice cake is a traditional food. Rice cake soup. Yeah, I make such things. And then after that, many people go shrine for praying the good luck of the year, but I don't want to get involved with heavy traffic jam, so maybe later, not these 3 days, maybe later I'm gonna go there. And then I just go to the shopping mall to change my mood.
Okay. Well, at least you were out doing things. So okay, good. Well, thank you, Ken. And Anna, what about you? Did you do anything to celebrate the new year?
Yes, we had a kind of big private party. There were, I think, about 20 people in my house, 10 grown-ups and 10 kids.
Wow.
I didn't count, but there was a lot of crowd here in my house. I was really busy, and my husband and his friend, they were making barbecue, and I was preparing food for grown-ups and for kids, and it was
a lot of work.
busy and very cheerful. So
good. No, those are the important moments, even though it's a lot of work at the end. This year, my husband and I had to also cook for the 31st. His father has some physical health issues, and so he can't be on his feet for very long in the kitchen. So yeah, I was cooking again, as I did the 24th. And obviously my husband was there this time because on the 24th and 25th he had to work. So so yeah, it was nice having him there in order to help and do things, and yeah, to kind of in between the dinner, because I think we finished dinner about 10:30, which is kind of early for Spain, especially for the holidays. And so we had an hour and a half to do nothing. I thought, I'm going to fall asleep right now if we don't do anything. So we decided to play dominoes, which was a very great idea, and actually was a fun family activity. So yeah, it was a lot of it was fun. It was good. And then, later we met up with friends and everything. So yeah, it was good. Perfect. Well, actually I have a question for Elle. And Elle's mute right now. So
Okay.
Do you celebrate anything in Thailand for the new year?
For the new year, people go, we have party everywhere. They had a firework, yeah.
Fireworks?
Yeah, especially it's the big one in Bangkok. Yeah, and normally people get like every family get together. It's like a holiday. People go back to their hometown.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, like just eat, and some family just give some money to the parents, something like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting tradition. Okay.
Just a gift.
Okay.
Just a gift. Yes, that's it.
We don't do gifts for New Year's Eve, but I'm trying to think. No, Okay. So with that, I do have a little kind of document thing I want to show you all today. So I need just a second so I can bring this up. Basically, it has some common phrases that we can talk about for the future. As I mentioned, this month in general, we'll be talking a lot about sorry, I'm trying to do something here and talk at the same time. Okay, so this month we'll be talking a lot about goals and accomplishments. And I think it's a really great month to do that because what we say is we have, in English, are New Year resolutions. Resolutions are basically things that you want to do or want to change or improve for the new year. Now, the majority of the people don't actually do that for the whole year. That normally lasts a couple months or a day or a week, something like that. So I have some common phrases that we can share or that we can talk about to kind of talk about the hopes and dreams for the future. Okay, and these are pretty basic, but I think we could just take a look at this for the moment. So, for example, if I hope, and if we're going to use another verb after, we're going to use it in the infinitive. I hope to see you next year. I hope to go to the gym 5 days a week, for example. Okay, so we have that. Then we have I would like or love to, depending on the emphasis. We could say it would be amazing if, and my dreams would come true if. Okay. So do you have any questions or comments about these phrases or any, I don't know, resolutions that you want to share with us?
I have a question. I would be amazing if, and what my dream would come true if, what conditioner should be used for these?
Well, without actually thinking about this, I'm going to say the second because it's a hypothetical situation. It would be amazing if I lose a lot of weight, for example. My dreams would come true if, I won the lottery, for example.
Okay.
So yeah, second conditional. Because they're hypothetical situations. Very good, Ken. I'm glad you noticed those conditionals.
Oh, thank you.
So
I'm not
good.
a conditional, so I have to ask.
Well, that's okay. So we have that. And then, like I said, I hope to go to the gym 5 times per week. Okay. And I would like or love to, and again, we're going to be using the infinitive because after would like or would love to, we need the infinitive. So would anyone like to help me with the sentence?
I would like to eat healthier.
Okay, healthier. Good. Okay, I like it healthier. Ken, did you have one?
Yeah, I would like to be happier. Be happier.
Yeah, to be happier. Yep. So interesting. So both of you we have an infinitive verb and then we have a comparative. And what you're actually doing is comparing it to this past year, 2018. I would like to be happier than 2018, than in, I should say, is really what we're referring to, but we actually don't need that as far as the grammar and the structure. I mean, for the structure, in order for it to be a complete sentence, we would have to put that. But as far as understanding, I'd like to be happier. In general, I'd like to be happier this year than last year.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good.
What is the difference between like to and love to?
Emphasis. Do you like something or do you love something?
So love to is stronger than like to.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, Ken, I like you, but I love my husband. Okay.
Hey, Haruki.
Hi.
He's back.
You're back. All right.
I had to eat breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, what did you have for breakfast?
Cheerios, orange juice, coffee.
All right. So the complete breakfast. Very good. Well, so what we're talking about is just some resolutions, and we're talking about different structures for our sentences. And so I had, I hope, I would like, I would love, it would be amazing if, and then I'll move down for this last one here. My dreams would come true if. So actually, Jamie, can you think of any other phrases that we can use to talk about the future, or any goals or resolutions that we have?
It would be awesome if I could, etc. It would be awesome. Yeah.
Awesome's pretty American, so that's good.
It'd be awesome. One of them is it would just be awesome if I could learn Japanese.
Okay. It'd be awesome. So I want to use that phrase just because it's a little bit different than it would be amazing. It would be awesome. So actually id is it would, and then be awesome. Okay, be awesome if I could learn Japanese.
And Ken's helping. And Haruki's helping with that.
Are you doing like an exchange, a language exchange?
Yeah, with Haruki.
Yes.
Yes.
We do. We're doing.
Chulio, Ken, what is that?
Yeah, because James said he ate Cheerio, so I don't.
Cheerios.
What is a snack?
It's
Cheerios. Thank you.
Cereal.
It's a cereal.
Cereal. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So very good. Yes, and I think that's basically it. Actually, and what I have is I couldn't think of too many words of what I wanted as I wanted to, but so common words associated with hope. And I have wishful thinking or I wish. And now these are pretty basic, but wishful thinking, has anyone heard of that before?
I'm the king of wishful thinking.
You like songs too, huh?
Yeah. Oh, who else do we have here? We have someone else.
Yeah, we've got a couple other people. Elle's here, Ken's here, and Anna is also here.
Hello, Anna. Where are you from?
I'm from Serbia.
Aha.
So there's X describe.
Kako ste?
Vrlo dobro. Hvala na pitanju.
Kako ste? Oh, hvala. I have a friend from Croatia.
You are from Croatia, or?
No. I'm from the United States, but I know I'm learning Croatian.
Aha, you're learning. That's the same as Serbian, so.
Yeah.
We understand each other.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, Jamie, how many languages do you speak?
3 fluently, and I'm learning a few others. English, French, and Italian fluently. I'm learning Japanese. I'm learning Croatian, Irish, and Arabic. I'm also learning.
And can I ask about the Irish? I'm just curious because, I mean, Irish isn't spoken in a lot of areas. So why Irish?
I don't know. I just find it interesting.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, good. Well, that would be a whole different conversation day. Thank you. Okay, so for wishful thinking, I do want to ask again, does anyone know what wishful thinking is, except for Jamie, because he knows, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, anyone else? Elle, have you heard of wishful thinking before?
I don't think so. Never.
You don't think? Good. I like that. Nope, that's perfect. That means it's new. Anna, have you heard of wishful thinking?
No, I don't. I haven't heard about it at all, but I can assume what this can mean.
Okay, what do you think it would mean?
Make a wish. I don't know. Imagine. What would you like to?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To make a wish for it to be.
How should I say? To achieve in your life. So.
Wishful thinking. Yeah. So yeah, of course. I like that word "dream" in there. Dream's a good word. And Ken, do you have any idea? Have you heard this phrase before?
Maybe no, but
Dreams in motion.
Something like kind of thinking for wishing.
Yeah,
like
I dream of winning the lottery. I dream of winning the lottery. I dream of winning the lottery. I dream of winning the lottery.
So yeah, I wish if I could do such thinking pattern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And so sometimes it's kind of like something that's impossible. You know, it's wishful thinking that there's peace on earth between all the countries and things like that. Something like that. So it's something that might not happen. Or yeah, I dream of winning the lottery. And wishful thinking is me winning the lottery. That's something that I could imagine, and it would be great. But
did they have the lottery in Thailand, Serbia, and Japan?
Lottery,
Sure.
yeah. Serbia.
Yeah.
Lottery. Yeah. Yes, but I don't play lottery. That's
I do.
popular a while ago, but right now I don't think it's very popular because I don't know. We're not watching TV, so that's not an interesting thing for us, for the younger people, maybe for the retired people. But I don't know.
Anna, I've only known you a few months, Anna, but I think your English is pretty good so far.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she does have a very good level. Anna, this is your third or fourth class, I think, with us, and she absolutely does wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, but my goal, I wish my English was better, were better, better.
Well, I can try to help.
Thank you.
So if you can exchange information later, that's fine.
Are you on Skype, Anna? I can give you my address.
Okay, yes, I'm on Skype, but actually I don't have a lot of time. I'm always
with
kids and stuff.
Right. So, I understand.
Kids are quite time consuming, so so good. So yes, wishful thinking, and then of course just the word "I wish" is something else you associate with hope. However, my grammar question for now is: what is the difference between hope and wish? Hope and wish. Does anyone want to answer the question?
I think wish is more like a prayer than hope.
A prayer?
I mean, I wish, praying for my wishes. No.
Okay, why don't you tell me an example?
I hope. I don't know. It's just my kind of feeling.
Okay,
that's a very good question, actually, Becky. I always thought, I hope is like I really want something to happen, and I wish is like I want something to happen, but it's probably not going to. Like I wish for world peace.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna wait until everybody answers, and then I'll tell everybody the answer. Elle, do you have any idea? The difference between hope and wish.
I hope you feel better soon.
That's a good example. Correct. Thank you.
I hope you can come. Okay. I wish.
A little bit more challenging.
I think it's quite similar because I wish you were here. I wish you. I hope.
Are you? No. It's not relevant.
I think it's quite similar, but I'm not sure what is.
Okay.
Yes.
Anna,
the same thing, more or less.
I wish you were here. That's all I know. I hope that's really hard to recognize the difference.
It is. Okay, it is very difficult. So what I'll actually do is, I wish you were here, and I hope you feel better, for example. All right, so if we look at the two contexts, I wish you were here. We're using past, but it's not a past. Can anyone tell me what's going on in this sentence? I wish you were here.
Conditional. But this person actually isn't here. So
right.
Possibilities, maybe, I don't know how many, but almost zero, probably.
Right. It's a zero possibility. This is something that is not going to happen. I wish you were here, but you missed your flight. You have to work. There's traffic, something that's happening that's preventing you from being there. So I wish you were here is a second conditional phrase because we have this word in the past. The verb is in the past tense, which is technically the subjunctive, which is a hope or desire, something we have in Spanish. But it's not going to happen. So, oops, I wish I were taller. Now, this is something that also is impossible unless I physically stretch myself. This is something that is not going to happen. I wish I were taller. I wish I were younger. I wish I had curly hair. There's all of these things that we want, but it's kind of impossible. Or, if I want curly hair, I have to go to the hairdresser, and that's fine.
You don't look that short, Becky. I mean, you actually look medium sized.
I'm 5'4". Thank you very much. I'm not that.
I'm not 5'4". Yeah, so we're about the same size, same height.
So but the idea is that if I were taller, I mean, actually, I don't need to be taller, but it's just a good example that explains it's something that you want, but you can't have, basically, or that's impossible. Okay. So we use this in the past tense, like I said, because it's more of a hypothetical situation as the second conditional. Okay. As far as hope, I hope you feel better. This is our main verb. Well, this is I hope you feel better. We're using this in the present tense. This is about now or the future, as we can use the present simple for the future as well, future situations. What we're doing really here is talking about a present situation. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry you feel terrible.
I hope you did. No.
Also, that as well. More songs. And so basically, wish is for the past and something you can't change, and hope is for the future, is how I'd like to explain this, in a very kind of short way. So any questions? And Anna, I see that I hope you will be here. I hope you are here. Is that a question?
No, I tried to put the same sentence in this construction, in this hope grammar sentence. And to see the difference, notice the difference. I hope you will be there, so it refers to the future. And here, I hope you are here. And the last sentence, I hope you are here. I haven't heard about this, but I've heard the sentence, I hope he's there, or I hope she's here. She's there, but not here. But I see, I've understood right now when you explained this hope construction, you said that you can use it with present simple or future. So yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would even say the present simple is even more common in the future. If you were to say, I hope you will be here tomorrow for the party, sure. I hope you're here for the party tomorrow as well. I would say that the present tense is actually even more common than the future. And when you said, I hope he's there, he is. So again, you're reinforcing that the present simple is the tense that's being used. Does that make sense? All right. So Jamie, as another native, how do you feel about the sentence, I hope you will be here tomorrow, for example, adding a little bit more?
That is possible. I mean, it is grammatically correct, you tried to say. Yeah.
Okay. No, I do agree with you. Grammar is fine. I just feel that the present tense is even more common. But that was just an opinion.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Perfect. Well, good. Now, the only other thing I have today are some inspiring quotes to think about. So I don't know if this first one isn't necessarily like super inspiring, but it's one that's pretty common in English. Okay, and it's hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Now,
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty common. What do you understand from this, or when do you think you might be able to use this kind of quote? And anyone is free to answer.
Maybe being positive, being optimistic, but you need to, save the money or energy, like things for rainy days.
Okay, I like save for a rainy day. Yes,
that's really Zen thing.
Mm-hmm. So we hope for the best for a situation. We hope the best happens, but we also need to be realistic and prepare ourselves for the worst case scenario here. Okay. All right. Does anyone else want to comment? Have you heard of this phrase before or not?
Yeah, I did. I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it before. Yeah.
All right. Good. And
I'm using this quote quite often in my life, so
okay,
it's much more easier when you
think
in this way.
Okay, good. Well, Ken, you said save it for a rainy day. What did you?
I think that the idiom usually maybe saving money for their future, for the economic hardship for the in the future.
Okay. Yes. Anyone else heard of that before? Save it for a rainy day.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay. Of course. Good. Yes, and that's basically what Ken said. Is maybe you don't need something today, but when you're in a bad situation financially or something happens, you have some extra money. You have the extra cushion, we say. Okay.
Yeah.
Cushion.
Yeah, an extra cushion there. Cushion is also on your couch. It's like a little pillow that's square normally.
It's soft, not hard.
Exactly. Yeah, use it to sleep, but different context. So good. Okay, I like this one. I found that this one is from the Australian Aborigines, I think is where it's from. Anyway, so it's keep your eyes on the sun and you will not see the shadows. So how do you interpret this? What do you understand from this? Yeah, this is a new one for me, but I really thought it was quite nice.
Maybe seeing the bright side and not focus on the negative side so much.
Exactly. Yep. Maybe there are some negative things around, but if you focus on the sun and go directly to the sun, then you won't see the negative things.
And you'll get sunburned.
That as well. I hope you're wearing sunglasses too. So.
Well, I am in the picture.
You are in the picture. Yes, that's very true. Good. Any other comments on RL?
No.
You have to be careful when you're with the sun. Look at the sun, because maybe you'll get sunburns, as you just said, and maybe I don't know, your eyes will get tired. From time to time, you also have to look at the shadows as well.
Yeah.
Or just close your eyes. Yeah, but the main yes, the main idea is that we're focusing on something happy and bright, not sad and dark.
I hope it stops snowing soon. It's freezing up here.
Well, it's not snowing here, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah. How much do you know about Connecticut, Becky? Have you ever been here?
No, I've never been to Connecticut. I do have a friend from Connecticut. I don't know where he lives now, but I know that it takes about an hour to get across the state and north and south of the state. So Wisconsin's quite a bit bigger. We're about 5.5 hours. Yeah. Where have you been in Wisconsin?
I passed through Eau Claire once.
Okay. So yeah, that's 5.5 hours from my house. Still in Wisconsin. So
well, okay. Here in New England, where Connecticut is, it's a reason. It can start getting cold and snowing around November, and it probably won't let up until like March or April. So I have a long haul. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much the same in Wisconsin as well. Even in October, I remember going trick-or-treating, and it was extremely cold. And not until the end of March, April, especially March, it's when it's that ugly snow and the brown everywhere and everything's melting. So yeah, it's about the same.
Frozen cheese.
Frozen cheese. The frozen tundra is the Packers. So another quote we have is "Never give up hope," which is quite common. We also use it "never give up." Okay, so we don't need the hope there. If you've heard that as well, that's pretty self-explanatory, I think. So maybe I'll move on to
Hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal.
I'm sorry.
Hope springs eternal.
Yeah, that's another one I saw today, actually. All right, so another one. This I thought was quite interesting as well. So no river can return to its source, yet all rivers must have a beginning. So this one we have to think about a little bit. So who would like to interpret this meaning first?
No.
Elle, do you want to? You were laughing. So.
No, I mean I never heard about it before.
No, I've actually never heard of this one either, but I liked it.
Once we
you can't
river must be awakening.
I think we cannot change the past, but how can I say, our roots came from the past.
Yes, I like that. So no river can return to its source. The source is where it comes from. So the very beginning, okay? The spring, I think we would say. And so we can't ever go back there. I mean, as soon as the water comes out of the earth, it flows downstream, and it continues to get further and further away from the source. It says, but yet, however, all rivers must have a beginning. All rivers need to start from somewhere because they have to. I mean, every body of water on Earth comes from somewhere.
Source.
Exactly. So, as Ken said, I like the interpretation of, all rivers come from somewhere, and that those are the roots. That's the base, maybe, of the base of our life. But we can't ever go back, and so
we can't go back to where we're born. But we can go back to where we were born, but we're all born somewhere.
Exactly. So we can't go back to the moment that we were born, but we can. I mean, physically go back to where we were born, but it's not. Right. It's not the. It's absolutely different. So I thought this one was pretty interesting as far as the interpretation of this. Jamie, do you have any other comments about this quote?
I like it. It's pretty inspirational.
Okay. Good. Elle, have you heard of this one before?
Never. This is my first.
Mine too.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I do have to agree as well.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good.
It's something like you can change your history.
You can't go home again. You can't go home.
Yeah, you can't change your history. We all have a past. We all have things that have happened to us. We can't change those. All we can do is kind of continue with life, and those are the scars that we have, and the negative or difficult times in our life.
Oh yeah.
But all of those shape us. I think just because we've had negative things happen to us doesn't have to have a negative outcome for the present. Is what I want to say. So yes.
I would also add maybe in a sense when you're learning something. You have to start from level 0 and then continue to the highest levels, whatever levels are those. But there is always level 0 or level 1, or even for the best ones.
Exactly. And I totally agree with that as well. Even if in the concept of learning languages, we have to start at level 0 because you can't start from level 10. I mean, that's impossible. No, that's really great. That's a good way to look at it as well. So any other comments before? I think we have one more here.
No.
All right. Is I don't know why this is underlined. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness.
Oh.
So it's very similar to another quote. I just liked the way this was worded. So which other quote would it be?
Yeah, I just it's there always some positive thing, something like this. I think I'm kind of I don't remember exactly, but it feels like I heard this before. I heard this one before. Yeah,
it's basically, I would say, the same meaning as this one. It's just, I think the focus is different. So keep your eyes on the sun. So focus on the positive and not the negative, basically. And then this one, yep, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. So it's, even if 90% of everything around you is dark, you focus on that light. So again, it's very similar to the sun and the shadow quote. Like I said, I just liked how this was. I liked the structure of this one. Same meaning, but I like the structure. So any comments?
Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Exactly. Yep, that's another one that we use. That's good. And it looks like, I do have one more here. This is, oh no, it's not. Okay, there's two more. So that's great. Okay, so hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. Now, this bear has a different meaning than the animal. So let's start with that. What does that mean?
To injure.
Yeah, exactly.
Patient.
Yes.
I just heard a lot of people talk at the same time. So I'm sorry. Could we repeat the synonym, please, of something? Of bear in this case.
Patient.
Okay, patience. Sure, we need patience for this. When
you said it before. Haruki said it before.
To endure.
Yeah, to endure. To endure.
To endure, yes, exactly. To have to go through something, to deal with something, okay, to bear with something is what we're talking about. So, what do we think about this whole phrase? Hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear.
I like it.
Sorry. If we see we can get some hope, maybe we can bear easier than hopeless.
Exactly. Yep. So it's not focus on the difficult things now and today, but focus on the hope for the future and what you can, what can be accomplished or what could happen, and not focus on all of the negativity now and nowadays.
Yeah, like I hope they get to talk to you, Anna, soon.
Excuse me?
I hope they get to talk to you, Anna, very soon. I hope I get to talk to you very soon, Anna.
Okay, to hear me talking about this one, I think that this sentence is so scientific and so without God in it. It's so a cruel sentence. So how should I say? Scientifically precise, but not romantic and not emotional at all.
Really?
Hope is one dull thing in someone's life, but that's the most important thing in someone's life. And here seems like hope is not so holy and so, how should I say? That's all.
I guess Anna's religious. I guess you're religious, huh, Anna? You are religious.
Recently, I became religious. Not my whole life. Only in the last 3 years.
Okay.
That's it's an interesting take on that because I am not religious, and I think hope is something is hope that you want something, you're excited about something, there's something to live for. So I actually thought this was pretty inspiring, but hey, everyone's got their own ideas, their own opinions, and everyone, is in their own moment of their life. And so that was an interesting opinion. I appreciated that. Good. All right. Well, yeah.
Sorry. Like, I wish I was born normal. I'm handicapped, and I hope someday to visit Japan and Serbia and Thailand.
Oh.
Well, hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. No, hey, everything's possible. If you put your mind to it, everything is possible.
Yeah.
So
now I remember. I try to think about what this is the train your mind to see the good in every situation. Is it
there
the
you
same?
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I try to think one. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
No.
This is the last quote
it's
that I have.
That one.
It's still very similar. So if we believe that tomorrow will be better, we can bear our hardship today.
Yep.
So basically, it's the same as this one, just a little different. Now, my question is for Anna. What do you think about this? Right there. If we compare these two quotes, the last one you said that you didn't like. And if we believe that tomorrow will be better, we can bear our hardship today. How do you feel about this one?
That's the true. The last one is true, and the sentence before the last one, which I just think that it's not the way it's written. The way it's being written in is so cold, but that's the life truth.
Hey, that's fine. I was wondering if it was like the words, because it's still basically, again, the same idea, the same quote. It's just worded differently.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if maybe because the second one has the word believe, if that maybe changed the meaning for you.
Believe and hope. So, yes, what's the difference between believe and hope? Also very, very hard to explain.
Well, believe is something that I think you want to believe. I don't think I'm going to get into any details as far as controversy today. So to me, hope and believe are very similar. But hope is something that I think you want something to happen. And believe is something that you have on a regular basis. Believe. I don't really know how to describe those two. But how do you feel about the second one in general? Do you think it's not as cold as the first one?
I don't think it's cold as the first one, yes. Well,
Okay.
I don't know why I've said it.
No, you're fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It was just your take, your opinion on that, and I think that was a nice comment, actually. I think it's good that we see other people's perspectives and things like that. So that's good. Well, so what I'm going to do is stop screen sharing, and then you'll see me for a second here before we say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, I just want to mention that Friday, yes, we are going to start talking about your goals, okay? So we can talk about goals for personal life, goals for our work life, goals in general. But again, this month is really going to be hopefully inspiring, which I'm hoping some of those quotes did for us as well. We want to start the new year strong and do well. So, all right. Anything else? Any other comments before we finish for today?
Nothing.
All right. Well, very good. Well, the next class is on Friday. Don't forget. And then after that, everything will be back to normal. Okay?
Thank you.
So, very good. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming.
See you, Becky.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Ellie and Anna. And see you around. See you later, Harry.
Okay, bye.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, good too.
Happy New Year.
Bye. See you later, Harry.